All right, that was 17.3 miles at 6:49 average pace. 74 miles this week, felt pretty good. So baseball is back, Garmin is down, COVID's still here. It's an interesting time. So this week of marathon training went pretty well for me, and I finally had a really solid week. And I think I decided on my marathon. It's most likely going to be in Columbus. It's basically sign up for a time slot with a few other people. You run an out and back on the bike trail. Should be a Boston qualifying race and course. And I'm thinking September 5th, which is going to be a super short training cycle, like 10 weeks. I'm kind of excited just to get it done, to do it quickly. So it is Monday morning, bright and early, around 7:20 a.m.
What's going on, everyone? Here with Harris, Chase Easterlane. Today we just did 10 miles at like 7:10 pace. Overall, a really solid day.
Anyway, Monday I ran with my buddies Chase and Nate, and we did 10 miles around 7:10 pace, mostly on the bike trail, but we had really good conversation, which meant that a normally terrible, boring bike trail run went by pretty quickly actually. So it was a good way to start off Monday. I love starting off Mondays with 10 plus miles because it's just a great start to the week. Tuesday, a 90 plus degree day, really hot. Waited till the afternoon to run. I probably slept in, I don't really remember. So I ran around 4:30. I went to the bike trail. I was hoping to get 8 miles on the bike trail. I couldn't. I was so bored of the bike trail. So I got around 7 miles at around 6:50 pace. And then I just chilled out by the river afterwards, as you know that I like to do. Bike trail is great because it's shaded, but otherwise I just can't do that much distance on the bike trail. Wednesday I ran around 6:30 p.m. after a storm came by. I did some mile repeats, and I started out exactly where I wanted, a little faster than I wanted. I went through 5:20 my first mile, felt great. Second mile, definitely slower, 5:29. Third mile, stomach started to really give me issues. That was around 5:35. And the fourth mile, I couldn't even finish full speed because of my stomach. It was really giving me issues. That was around 5:55. So not the mile repeat workout I was going for. I was going for, of course, sub 5:30 for all four with around 90-second rest. Got to work on the stomach on workout days. I ate too much food throughout the day. But then after that, I did 3 miles of goal marathon pace, so around 6:10, so a little bit slow again, but it's still good to get in the mile repeats plus the marathon pace tempo. So it was a good high volume day at least, and that was around 12 miles total for the day, which I'm very happy with. And it wasn't what I was going for, but I still think it was a good effort for the day.
What's up? I'm Ben Bayless, and we just did an easy 7, and got some good hills in this morning in Marymount.
Thursday, I did an easy 7 miles with Ben on the bike trail. And then in the PM, I did an easy 4 miles, which felt great for a nice little shakeout, and for a double, my first double in a while, for 11 miles for the day. And yeah, another day, another 10 miles with Chase. Nice, sunny, beautiful day, good run, lots of hills, feeling good. Friday, met up with Chase again. We had an awesome run, 10 miles again through Indian Hill, one of my favorite loops. We had some great conversation, and it was a really satisfying run, and I was at 50 miles through 5 days, which was great. We got 17 miles today with about 7 miles in the middle at marathon pace. Should be a good, long, sweaty run. Ugh. All right, that was 17.3 miles at 6:49 average pace. Did the middle 6 miles at 6:11 pace, a little slower than marathon pace, but in this heat, it was just so hard. Water break after that for like several minutes, so it took a lot more rest than I typically would ever on a long run, but got it done in the heat. So my goal was 17 miles, 5 up, 7 at marathon pace, and 5 down. I did the 5 up, and it was mostly shaded and pretty comfortable and overcast, and it was just a good warm up. Then once I hit my marathon pace tempo portion, it was pretty much all sun and mostly slight incline. Like, it wasn't really hilly, but it was just a slight incline, I think, for most of it. So it killed me. I ran a couple seconds slower than I was going for, so I ran 6 miles at 6:11 pace when I was aiming for around 6:07 pace. And I called it after 6 miles instead of 7 because the sun was just absolutely killing me. The remaining 5 or 6 miles of the run were shaded, so pretty much the only sunny part of the run was when I was doing the tempo, which was a little bit frustrating. But 17 miles at a super hot day, 650 pace total, I'm pretty content with. I think it was a good workout all the way around, and next week we'll start getting closer to 20-mile long runs. And then today I did an easy 6 miles, which got me to 73.8 miles for the week, which I'm very content with, and I haven't done above 70 since, well, the last marathon training cycle. So hopefully next week, closer to 80. We'll see you next week for another great week of marathon training.